Can somebody tell me what CP is and why Callie's talking about me on Twitter? What does this have to do with me and Callie? How do I condone it? What's that got to do with anything? Are we really interrupting our show to talk about fucking Jose now? Jose is a bum. You're condoning his mom. No, his whole family's trash, obviously. His whole family's trash. What does that got to do? Let me explain something to you people. For those of you who don't understand it, for those of you who maybe have never been through abuse, I don't know. And I get that everybody's different, right? I'll move on in just a minute. I'm going to move on from it. I'm not going to cover it too much. I would say the majority, 99.9% of us have been through some shit in life, whether it be from, you know, there's a lot of different things. Any kind of child abuse you can think of. And don't let anybody tell you that your trauma is not as big as this person's trauma. Trauma is trauma. There's no scale on what's worse. And, you know, because this didn't happen to you and this happened to this person, that gives this person a reason to go act like a whole freaking fool when they get grown. Okay? We've all got trauma. We've got to learn to deal with it, right? 99.9% of us have been through some kind of trauma. But as adults, as productive members of society, we have to figure out how to cope with that, how to deal with that, how to deal with the family members who help create that trauma and continue to be adults in life, right? I still stand behind what I said. Trauma or no trauma. You don't come online saying the types of things that you do, even if your mother was a part of the trauma. Pack your bags and move on. I don't condone any people, and I think anybody in this support group or watching this video right now, I think you 100% know I'm not going to stand behind his mother who they're saying condoned his childhood abuse. You're exploiting childhood abuse by even saying that, Callie. Now get the fuck out of my chat and stay out of it since you want to pull some bullshit like that. Why don't you help people cope with trauma instead of causing more issues? Right? Everybody's been through something. That don't mean we all get to go out here and act like fools on TikTok, exposing people and trying to cause people to lose their jobs. If you're trying to get your mother to lose her job, then say why you want her to lose her job. Say because that woman condoned me being abused as a child. That ain't what the fuck I heard, though. You know what I heard? I heard this woman needs to lose her job because she's cheating on her husband and she smokes weed every day and takes care of a 27-year-old man. That's what the fuck I heard. So how come I didn't hear fire this woman because she condoned me being abused when I was a little boy? How come I didn't hear that shit, Callie? What did you have anything? Never did, not one fucking time did I mention you in my story about Jose. Not one damn time did I mention you. But since you want to be in the middle of it, how come you're allowing that dude to drop the N-word and act like that's okay? How come you didn't tell him, hey man, don't be saying that shit? How come? I'm curious. I mean, how are we ever supposed to move on as an adult, as adults, and have a life? That's what therapy's for, right? That's what friends are for, right? You have support people in your life. We all have issues. Why do you think we have the internet? Why do you think we have so many people in these chats? Because most of them have issues in their real life. And they come online to laugh and joke and to watch our videos to escape the reality of the trauma and the abuse. Why do I need to create a channel or anybody else which keeps putting it in their face and why can't we uplift these people? Why can't we tell them that you don't have to be a victim of your childhood? That if this happened to you in your childhood, you can cope and you can deal and you can do whatever you want in life. Okay? You don't have to be a piece of shit because of things that happened to you when you were a kid. But if you want to keep telling people that they're stagnant and they're going to stay where they're at because of whatever happened in their childhood and that it's okay to act like that and point cameras at people and expose people and try to get them to lose their jobs, well, you're a part of the problem. You are a part of the problem, okay? You didn't have nothing to do with this. A story came across my timeline, a video of a man videoing his mother, exposing her, which there was no proof, of cheating, and saying how she needed to lose her job, named the employer of said job while he lives in her home, and in the same breath, he goes, or in his GoFundMe, he says that he wanted her husband to know, but says that the husband's homophobic and abusive. How does any of this shit make so? Because I wanted to have an opinion and call this dude out because ain't none of this right. I stand behind people who abuse children. Fuck out of my face, bitch. I ain't the one. You will never have that kind of clout or that kind of backing to think that you're going to try to get a fucking mob against me saying that I condone child abuse. I don't know who you think you're talking to, dude. This ain't it. I don't get it. You don't have a voice in my chat. So if Callie comes in here, y'all can get her out. Done with that one forever. If those words ever come out of your mouth that I condone abuse, you're not. Never in my presence again. Okay? Never.
I'm about to just warn you guys right now. I'm going to quote tweet Yaba. Yes, I am going to quote tweet Yaba. I'm aware that Yaba has been dragging Jose for as long as I've been promoting Jose. Now, the only thing is, I didn't really want to have issues with Yaba. She should know that I respect her as a creator, but I guess we're beyond that, right? We're beyond just differencing of opinion. We're beyond just agreeing to disagree. We're beyond that shit. Yaba, if you want to pick a fight with me, fine. Say that shit. Say that shit then. Yaba, I am going to quote tweet you about Jose. I have been watching him for almost 7 years. At least 6 straight, and I think going into next year will be 7 years total. I know that this is not a stunt by him. Jose reached out to me via DMs. Also, I have been in a very similar position. In fact, that's how I came on to YouTube. Okay? I'm going to quote tweet you and show you the receipts of his mom condoning child pornography in the house, condoning pedophilic songs being played in the house, condoning the homophobic stepdad fucking being violent towards Jose and the children and the mom herself. I am going to show you these receipts. I have them. I understand we can all agree to disagree, but sometimes spreading an ignorant opinion does no good at all. Especially when someone is in need. It does no good at all. And I'm not about to fucking sit here and deal with and educate white people again on why POC from certain areas use the N-word. I'm not about to fucking do this shit again. Go ahead and pick your fucking sides now. A lot of y'all fucking hate me. A lot of y'all are fucking jealous as shit. A lot of y'all been wanting to see my downfall for the longest. I could give a fuck. I'll still be here, bitch.